Namaste to all. Before starting the video, I would like to re-clarify, which I clarified in one of my videos, which I made 2-3 days back, that I am sitting here above the camera level because the room where I'm living now is very small. I don't have any place. I've just place for keeping one suitcase, and there is a bed. So it's very small room here. I'm actually on travel, so I'm sitting in a place where the window is located. So I already mentioned and also took apology from the viewers that I'm sitting above the camera does not mean anything. Does not mean that I'm superior to you, etc. I always try to sit, equal to camera so that I can see eye contact with the camera. So some people had commented in my yesterday's video that see this guy is speaking English and that too his English is so poor you cannot even speak English. Why don't you speak in Hindi and you're sitting in a window, etc., etc. Yes, my English is poor. I can speak Hindi a little bit. I'm basically a Tamilian. I'm trying to improve my English on a daily basis. I studied in Tamil all along my life. I'm trying to speak in English as well as in Hindi. I know Hindi. I can understand. I'm trying. I also have tried some videos to speak in Hindi. So apology for that. If you cannot tolerate my English, so request you not to see my videos. So I would like to take some of your questions which I received in that video. Number one question is I ask one question, and if you answer this question, I'll give you 50,000 rupees in reward. The question is there any reference in Vedas that Prakriti is beginningless and infinity? And the exact wording must be Prakriti Anadi Hai. As you are an Arya Samaji, your supreme evidence is Veda, and Swami Dayananda Bhashya is on Veda, not Upanishad. So you can't give reference from Upanishad. You can say there is no reference of Prakriti is infinite and beginningless. So point number one, I do not want your 50,000 reward. I will answer to your question, but I do not want your 50,000. Don't ever make such sarcastic comment. If you have a lot of money, please try to do seva to those people who really are in need of that money. As I've told in my channel, I've never monetized my any of my videos. I have not monetized my channel. I don't run my channel for earning money because I'm working and then I'm earning money to sustain my family and also try to do some seva dan to needy people in my life. So I do not want your 50,000 reward, number one. And number two, you are saying that I'm, of course, I'm not an Arya Samaji. Please get clarified. I'm not a member of Arya Samaj, etc. Of course, I have read many books of Maharishi Dhanand Saraswati, and I consider him as one of the authority of Vedas. And I like Arya Samaj's principle because the 10 principles of Arya Samaj are completely based on Vedas. Main question is there any reference in Vedas for Prakriti? See, please understand, Prakriti is not infinite. Prakriti is infinite from Jivatma point of view, but from Paramatma point of view, and since Vedas have emanated from Paramatma, Paramatma has not mentioned Prakriti as infinite, but Paramatma has mentioned Prakriti is Anadi. In fact, I asked the same question around 10 to 15 years back to my Acharya to clarify the word. The mantra is, in fact, this is vedamantri.com website. I found my question here. I had asked my Acharya ji 10 years back, can you please, you have mentioned in one of your book that Abu is the name of Prakriti in the Rig Veda. Can you please mention the exact word? The mantra is Rig Veda 10 by 129 by 3. The word is Tucha Yena Bhava Pihitam. And my Acharya has mentioned the Sandhi Vichet for this Tucha Yena plus Abhu plus Apihitam. And here Abhu means Jad Prakriti. It comes in the universe creation where Paramatma says at the time it was Pralaya, nothing was present. First mantra he says nothing was present. There was no light, there is no darkness, there is no death, there is no birth. Like that Paramatma would have told the Prakriti, the Pralaya stage. And in the next mantra, Paramatma introduces that, yes, of course, I was present, I am present, I am the one who is giving you this knowledge, I am present at this moment. And in the third mantra, Paramatma introduces that apart from this, Tucha, Jad, Tucha means here Jad, Jad Tattva was also present, and that Jad Tattva was present, means it is already existing, it was not created, and that Prakriti is called as Abhu. Tuchayena Abhu Apihitam. Apihitam means it is covered in the sense it is unknown to anybody other than Paramatma, and Paramatma creates this universe from this Abu, which is Prakriti. You can call Abu, you can call Prakriti, you can call Materia Radika, you can call Jad Tattva, you can call anything by any name. But this is the beginningless Anadi Padarth Prakriti in 10 by 129 by 3. Even Shaina Bhashya says Abu as Prakriti only. Shainacharya, of course, he was following the Neo Vedanta, but even in his Bhashya, Abu has been written as Prakriti only. Please understand that. And also, one more thing is, yes, I made this video 2 days back or 3 days back in Tamil. I explained one of the Ved mantra. In that Ved mantra, which is 10 by 129 by 7, Rigveda, in that Ved mantra also, the word comes Asya Yah Adhyakshah. Asya Yada Yah Adhyakshah. Paramatma is Adhyaksh of Yah Upadan Prakriti. So the raw material of the universe is Prakriti. Raw material is uncreated. Raw material cannot be destroyed, cannot be created. That's why it's called as Anadi. And Paramatma exactly says, I created the universe from Abu Prakriti. So I don't want your 50,000 reward. And also please understand, Paramatma, Prakriti is not infinite. Prakriti is finite. From the point of view of Jivatma, Prakriti appears to be infinite, because you see the universe which is made from Prakriti. This galaxy alone has got billions of suns and stars, and similarly, like this galaxy, there are trillions of galaxies. So from our point of view, it appears to be infinite. But from Paramatma point of view, I made a video from Yajurveda where Paramatma says, ye sare srishti ek ghosla hai. It's like a small nest in front of me. A sare srishti with the trillions and trillions of galaxies and billions of stars inside each of the galaxies, it's like a small nest in front of me. So that is the magnanimity of Paramatma when we compare Paramatma's power. So from Paramatma's point of view, Prakriti is very finite, nothing actually. But from our point of view, this Prakriti, this entire universe is infinite. That we must understand. And also please understand, Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati did Bhashya not on full Vedas. He died before completing the he did full Yajurveda, and he completed, I think, sixth mandal or seventh mandal, part of the seventh mandal he translated, but he could not complete his full work. And he told the person who killed him, he told that, because of you, mera kaam adhura reh gaya. So he will tell that person. So Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati had a sankalp that he wanted to complete the Veda Bhashya, but he could not do it. But please understand, Maharishi Dayananda Saraswati also has done Bhashya of Upanishad shlokas in his book Satyartha Prakash. Not full Bhashya, but he has quoted the shloka from Svetashvatara Upanishad, where he has quoted Ajam Ekam. The shloka will start like this, where he has quoted this Prakriti in this Upanishad is mentioned as Anadi, and Prakriti is Shukla, Lohita, Krishna, I think. Rajagun, Tamagun, Satogun, This three entity is called as, three tattva is called as Prakriti. He would have mentioned in the Satyartha Prakash. So that is the answer for your sarcastic question. I wanted to answer not to you, because you are, I mean, your aim is to do sarcasm and criticize others, but my answer is to other people who might have this genuine question, genuine doubt. Then the next question is, yeah, only humans do punya karmas, while the other beings except humans have the opportunity to do fresh karmas. Sometimes, some dogs absolutely do wonderful things unknowingly. Like for instance, in Himachal Pradesh, a dog alerted people, and there was heavy storm coming, and dog unknowingly saved 30 families. Latest news is that dog helped in finding a rapist, and it is awarded by the police. Like this, many dogs unknowingly saved many human beings. Not just dogs. Very long back, news came that monkey saved a girl from rapists. So will Paramatma award punya karma to the dog or monkey or any other animal for that matter who unknowingly helped us? See, the yonis are of two types. One is bhoga yoni, other one is karma yoni. We are all in karma yoni. So human beings, the jivatma living in the human body is karma yoni, because we can do fresh karma, whereas animals cannot do fresh karma. The dog has helped, or some animal has helped, etc. That is not going to give any punya karma to the jivatma, because they are bhog yoni. They are in that yoni and they are helping. Means you must understand, the help is got received by a jivatma or a group of jivatmas, maybe because of their karma, their punya karma, that the situation happens in such a way that dog had helped them. So even though the dog did help for many people, and then dog found a rapist, or it avoided a rape taking place, etc., the dog as a jivatma will not get any count of karma. And if a dog kills, like example, group of dogs had attacked and killed many small babies in the Bangalore streets. Many a small child was walking, she was like 6 7 years, and then group of dogs attacked her and then bite her, and then she died on the spot some years back. So will Paramatma punish those dogs? No, because they are bhog yonis, they are not karma yonis. Fresh karmas will not happen for any other yonis other than uh, human beings. In fact, if you take our body has got intestinal bacteria, gut bacteria, right? So there were 15 to 20 trillion bacteria inside us, and each bacteria is helping our digestion process, it is helping our long life, etc. There are good bacteria in the body, bad bacteria, good bacteria in the, when we are breathing, there are good bacteria present here which is helping us. So will that bacteria get punya karma? No. They are doing their job. They are helping us. They are, Paramatma says in the Vedas, the entire universe, jad padarth and chetan padarth, I have created for the welfare of human beings. So that is why Paramatma gives a very important job to us. Paramatma very clearly says that all the yonis, they are doing their jobs. And even if they are not doing their job, you are a human being, you have got a sixth sense, you have got such a brilliant brain, you have to help the humanity and the whole world to sustain forever by doing punya karma, yajna karma, shreshtatamaya karmana. So dogs and other animals will not get any punya or papa. We will get punya and papa based on our karmas. Paramatma decides it. Another person, two three comments came that you are limiting. I mean, you see the word used by that person, you are stupid. No, no, this is mm, Paramatma does not have sharir. This is, that's just your lower mind saying from utter ignorance. I'll tell you, I'll tell you why you are wrong and very dumb here. Paramatma does not have sharir. Now here you are using your current imperfect mind. You are seeing that phenomenon and you using your imperfect mind to interpret that thought. And top of that, you literally started defining Paramatma with that imperfect view as if you are having clarity. No, that's your biggest mistake. You will know how dumb it is if you ever let go of your current obsessions with the traditions and views. So please understand, Paramatma does not have sharir. This is not my definition. I have not realized Paramatma, but every Rishi Muni who have realized Paramatma, they have realized in Samadhi stage, and Paramatma's Yogaschitta Vritti Nirodha. And after realizing Paramatma, when they came to their senses, they understood that this is Paramatma. And please understand, Paramatma explains who is Paramatma to the Jivatma only in Samadhi. A Rishi, my Acharya used to say that when I attained Samadhi, at that point of time I realized Paramatma. And of course, Vedas is Shabda Brahma. Vedas very clearly says this is the Paramatma. Like, you can learn something from the textbooks, but unless and otherwise you do it experimentally and then prove, you will not be able to fully correlate, right? You can learn in textbook that H2O is water, and then when you can separate hydrogen and oxygen by this method, etc. You can learn it, but when you do it practically in a laboratory and then separate hydrogen and oxygen, then you'll understand, oh, it has hydrogen and oxygen inside it. So that experience will give you a different way of understanding of water, for sure. If you do something practical, you will understand. So same thing, when you realize Paramatma, rishis have told Paramatma does not have sharir, and Paramatma himself was told in the Vedas, and these Vedas are realized by any rishi. Even today also, when I realize or you realize or anybody realize, Paramatma will give his exact swarup knowledge to that Jivatma. That knowledge is called as Vedas. And Vedas, Yajurveda 40 by 8, very clear. It is not a tradition, it is not a parampara that we are following a blind faith. Paramatma says, Shukram Akayam. Mera Sharir nahi hai. And Akayam here, Kaya means not only Stool Sharir. Paramatma does not have Suksham Sharir, he does not have Karan Sharir. He does not need a Sharir to do any of his activity. So it is not my dumb view that I am saying Paramatma does not have Sharir. And also another person said that you are trying to say if Paramatma is Sarva Shaktiman, why can't he come in the body? Why he has to come in the body? Because Paramatma himself says that my rules are unchangeable and unchallengeable. And you are Jivatma, you do not have any. You are living in my world and you are challenging. I have created the world and I have given you the birth and you are living in my world and you are challenging my own swarup which I have explained in the Veda. So why you are saying that Paramatma come in the Sharir cannot come in the Sharir? I am not saying it. Paramatma says in the Vedas, and every Rishi Muni who has realized Paramatma has told the same thing. You can read Darshanas, you can read Upanishad, you can read Yoga Shastra, I mean Darshanas again, you can read Vedas under the guidance of a Samadhisti yogi. Vedas are cannot be understood by reading textbooks. You can understand Vedas in textbooks after listening from Acharya. Otherwise, you will not be able to understand Vedas. And Vedas are called as Brahma Vidya. Vedas are Sukshma Vidya, cannot be understood by textbook. And once you go to an Acharya who is a tapasvi, who is a brahmachari, who is a sannyasi, even he is in a grahastha, but he is a brahmachari in grahastha also, and he is a tapasvi. And he is, suppose that Acharya realized Paramatma, he will give you further more secrets about Paramatma. So please take your time to search such an acharya and then go to that acharya to listen Vedas. Then you will never write like this that I am trying to be dumb and then I am saying that Paramatma cannot take avatar. No, I am not saying. Paramatma himself says I cannot. See, avatar means niche utar ke aana hai. Avatar means coming down. Paramatma cannot come down because Paramatma is omnipresent. The Ved mantra says tat ejati tat na ejati. Paramatma tat ejati. Murk. If you are a murk, if you are a fool, if you are a jnani, from your view, Paramatma will move. That means Paramatma will move from top to down and he will come into avatar if you are a fool. But tat na ejati, if you are a jnani, vidwan, if you have realized Paramatma, you will know that Paramatma cannot move because he is omnipresent. There is no space for Paramatma to move because Paramatma is omnipresent. And this is not demeaning Paramatma. This is called the stuti of Paramatma. Please understand. That's how when you do meditation also, Acharyas always teach that when you do meditation, try to establish the presence of Paramatma here, right now. And then when you start doing meditation, then आपका चित्त एकाग्र होगा. Otherwise, it's not possible. So try to do more research before commenting such arrogant remarks. You don't need to. Why I made the video? Because that person, that Shivanshu or Shivalinga, whatever it is, he was speaking very very rudely about like that lady is taking bath. So that's why I wanted to make a video. Otherwise I don't have to have any business for that. My focus is Paramatma, my focus is Vedas, my focus is Yoga Darshan, etc., etc. And I'm also a sadhak. I'm also trying to become a sadhak. I'm also trying to become a a upasak. So I have told many times that I make my videos for myself first. Most of my videos I made for myself, and then in case if it is useful for you, maybe you can utilize. And some people have got some use seeing my videos, so you can also utilize it. If you don't like it, just you can go away. It's your wish. But don't use arrogant remarks without having basics understanding. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om. Om. Om.